Good morning. Is it from Zetster's lab? I haven't done this in a while. Painting or making a video. I don't know, I'm just at a place where I don't have much to say. Sometimes I get to those places. So today I need to make a starry night for a friend. Just the sky, a starry night, a tree, the family on, mother, father, 2 children, the grandmother, in a swing in the tree. So I'm just going to play. I don't have a picture, a reference photo. I don't know what I'm going to do. So thanks for joining me. First of all, I'm just going to wet the canvas as I always do. I like it. I love it when my paints flow. Then at the bottom here I'm going to have the tree and the landscape, so I want to have some texture, some sand. So there's my black. Remember, it's a night sky, a little bit of black up there. Then I've got my blues, a little bit of light blue. Remember, I always use my 3 colors. I worked in the garden yesterday. I scratched my hand, so they kind of sore. My friend also would like some orange in the sky, you know, just some. So we'll see. So first of all, I'm just going to put a little bit of sand in the sky as well. Not much. I wanted to do the palette knife when I started, but now I'm just going with my hands, and I'm just gonna apply the paint onto the canvas, just smearing it on. Need some more blue. Remember, you don't have to have your colors perfect the first time. You can go over later to just make it a little bit lighter or whatever. I always like a little bit of black on the sides when I do my starry night. I'm gonna add just a little bit of white in it, just to give it that a little bit lighter. As I say, I have absolutely no idea how this is going to be. So this is now my thick black, my thick black at the bottom with lots of sand, just to get my nice texture. Look, I always, when my hands are like this, I just do the little sides as well. Then I don't have to go back to do that later. And I'm working outside on my barbecue table without plastics or anything. Ay, ay, ay. But it's really quite broken, standing outside in the weather. So it either needs to be fixed or replaced. So I'm just going. Now there's some black left over, so let's just add them here to the sides. like the white in here. I'm gonna put a little bit more white. I want to put the people here at the on the horizon. I'll put them inside the more white so that they stand out. I'll start doing my tree now. I just want to do a little bit. Get my background. See, he said he loved the doesn't want it too plain. They must go, things must be going on there. And now you know me, I didn't bring a cloth or anything. So now I will need to go and wash my hands there at the back. My hubby put in a water thing. A water thing is called a tap. So here goes my tree. They've got a huge, huge, beautiful tree in their garden. So it's just overwhelming, the largeness of that tree. So I don't know. Let's put in a tree. And once again, you just take your palette knife and you just go for it. Don't want to overwhelm the background, so there must be still background left. So remember, this is just the first layer. I need a branch here on which I wanted to put the swing. So there's the swing. I just use the black at the bottom here to do the swing. Person on top of the swing. Remember, don't think, just be like a child and just go. I'll put in the detail later. It's just there's the swing, and I don't know what, it's the mother and the father and the little children. One is still a baby, but I don't think it's a problem. One's going to be a little bit older. And really today is a good day for painting because I don't want to think. I just want to do whatever the life in me
allows me to do. So it's a little girl, a little boy. I think I'm going to put in perhaps balloons or this is just the idea. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know if they're going to walk or... But now I first need to let this dry in order to do anything else.
Titivate like this for the whole
Day. And I really didn't feel like doing it. And you know what? I am loving it. Really loving it. So sometimes you just have to keep going. Thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic day.
And you know, I'm still there where I walk trying,
Doing my best.
to walk in, be still and know all is well. Still your mind. Turn inwards and just realize the life in you is able to guide you, provide for you, give you whatever you need today, this moment. So I'm walking right now in the fullness that is mine, in spirit and truth and life. And it brings me back to, once again, Jesus and his friends on the boat. And Jesus was sleeping, and the others were really in fear, trying to save their lives. And I was thinking about that as well, and how could Jesus sleep? And then I realized it's not a physical story. It's not about the physical. It's about that war between your mind and your spirit. The whole Bible is about that war. The war that's inside of you, where the life in you tells you, be still and know all is well. The life knows the way, abundant, everlasting life. It's leading you, it's guiding for you, it's providing for you this minute. So be still, fear not. And that is what Jesus was experiencing in the midst of a very trying, tough situation. He experienced that stillness of your mind. Be still and know all is well. And that is what the sleep means in the spiritual realm, where the others, they were hysterical, trying to get the situation to turn out as they want. They was angry with Jesus. Why wasn't he afraid as well? Why didn't he help them? And that is the picture of our egos, of us trying to be in control, us having that part of me trying to be in control, trying to get this life to turn out as I want it to turn out, being angry, fearing for my life. I'm going to die. I'm not going to get through this. God, why don't you listen to me? Why don't you help me? Can't you see I am dying here? So that piece that goes something like this: do not allow the enemy to come in and steal, kill, and destroy what? The life, abundant life that is already in me. So those guys on the boat, they allowed the enemy, their egos, their minds, to come in and played havoc with their minds. They believed what the ego was saying. You're going to lose your life. You need to do something. You can't just do nothing. Look how this situation is going to kill us. And they were frantically trying to save their lives. So they allowed the enemy in, the enemy that's also in us. Our egos, our minds always trying us, telling us we're not going to make it, we're going to lose it, we're going to die, we're going to lose our earthly lives, manifestations, all our things that we've accumulated. And do something, you know. They were crying out actually to the life in them, telling them, but do something, save us. Why can you be so, you don't care? But that's not the truth. By allowing the enemy to take over, the enemy, your ego, your mind, you miss that connection with the life, abundant life in you. That's always there. That's always there for you in this moment to help us through this moment, provide everything we need. So that is what this picture is once again all about, the fight in us. Everything is unfolding perfectly, says the life in me. Is it fear not? Don't look at the waves. Don't look at what everyone is telling you and what this earthly situation is showing you. And it's COVID and it's lots of things happening. And it really seems as if we're going to all die and not make it and lose our lives and our earthly manifestations and everything. But will I allow my mind to come in and destroy the peace, love, power, provision, whatever I need that is already in me to get me victoriously through this moment? Will I allow it to enter? That's the thing. Or will I stop listening to my ego and my mind and start to turn inwards and start to believe the life in me that's telling me no matter what you may see in this natural realm, is it, fear not, all is well. You have in you what you need to get through this moment. Life happens now. Do not fear tomorrow. Do not fear what people can or cannot do to you or whatever. Do not fear the situations in this world. Trust me, the I am, the life in you, your abundant, everlasting life. I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. I'm providing for you this minute what you may need. All you need to do is do not allow the enemy to enter in and steal that relationship that there is in you. The life, the abundant life, everlasting life, leading me, guiding me, providing for me, minute by minute, whether I like where it's steering me, is beside the point. And not liking it is the reason why we fall apart, like the friends of Jesus on the boat. Their lives didn't turn out as they wanted. They was angry, resentful, afraid, panicked, because they allowed the enemy to enter in. So today, will we be still and know all is well, or will we listen to our minds? I said the other day, someone asked me, will you take the COVID-19 in vaccination or whatever? I don't know. I'm not there yet. There's nothing that I need to decide now, so I don't know. But when I get to that point, if I ever get to that point, then the life in me will guide me what to do in that minute. So I don't have to worry me about that now. Do not allow the enemy to enter in. Do not listen to all these conspiracy theories, whether they truth or not truth in this realm. it's only our minds that wants to know, that wants to be in control and angry and know what to do in 10 days and 10 years from now and want things to turn out as we want. So the mind is into all these conspiracy theories. But the spirit doesn't care. The life in us doesn't care about that. It just cares about the abundant life that we are, the amazing power that we have to live victoriously through this earthly manifestation. Peace and joy, I promise you, in the midst of any situation you may find yourself in. The life in us is telling us, and that is what Jesus experienced on the boat. His friends, on the other hand, did not experience it because they were listening to the enemy, their mind, telling them all these lies. They believed them. So that's the whole story in a nutshell. What the whole Bible is about is the life in us versus our egos. And will we be still and know all is well in the midst of whatever situation we may find ourselves in? Or are we going to listen to all the conspiracies and all the enemy that's also in us? And frantically try to get our lives to turn out, and the lives of others and the whole world to turn out as we believe it should. That is the only choice that we actually have. Because what is amazing, if you start to walk in the fullness of the life, abundant life in you, you realize that that life is leading and guiding you exactly where you need to go, everything. And that is what brings you peace and joy in the midst. Not trying to, you no longer try to fight it, you no longer try to stay in control, you no longer trying to get out of things your body and doesn't enjoy. You just realize, okay, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be right now, and the life in me is leading me and able to guide me, provide for me, and open doors and closes doors and give me the desires of my heart, whatever I may need. All I need is to not allow the enemy to enter. It sounds very easy, but as most of you know, it's very, very, very difficult. And that day